And it is still 8-ish.
8-ish means anything within the realm of 8 o'clock.
Yes, absolutely. But we totally, we're both looking for parking for like 35 minutes.
Because it's a storming out.
It's a storm and the lightning is actually pretty wild. And we made it. We made it right before the water just poured on us. Actually, I did get hit with some really huge like droplets of water. You know what it's like about to start raining and it's not like the little drops, it's like those huge, it was like...
That's the point in my car where it came down and I was cursing. I was like, freaking frackin' Rook.
You know you can curse, right?
No, I can't.
It's a free country. It's an expression.
It's an espresso.
An espresso. So here we are on Wednesday night. I apologize. It was my fault that I could not live stream yesterday. So here we are now on Wednesday night on Jenna's couch. And today, of course, because it's too hot still, no coffee, we have some wine. Haha, we've tricked you. You thought we were going to drink beer today. Gotta keep you on your toes. We are enjoying some Empathy Rosé. And this is like a brand that Gary V started or something, and I had a bottle from work, so I brought some work wine.
Work wine.
But that is not what we talk about on our live stream. We talk about the comics that are coming out, but today they are out. Whatever comics that we would have been talking about yesterday.
Sweet.
So let's get started. The comics that came out today, July 17th. Wow, July 17th, 2019, that we were stoked on are the following. Okay, so I just want to mention, this is my first series. How did I not know that Snow White was going to have a comic series on Dark Horse? So
she is.
It's already issue number 2.
Number 2.
It's called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it's a first person Snow White story. So she is told from her perspective, which, yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I definitely want to take a look at that. I had to find number 1 first, obviously, before I could check out number 2, which came out today.
Yes.
And again, that was on Dark Horse. Do you have anything for DC?
Collapser. Cheers.
What's that?
It's a number 1. I'm gonna check it out. It looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about
emergency alert! Flash flood!
Alert!
Gosh, okay.
This teenager who wakes up with a dark hole in his chest.
He has a black hole in his chest.
Yeah,
and
black hole.
It's DC Young Animal, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
That's pretty. That
it looks
cool.
pretty dope. It's a 6-part series, so that's something I'm interested in checking out. Just because sometimes things seem never ending.
And I like the mini. I actually genuinely enjoy mini series.
I do too.
Which
I enjoy them as well.
Is that all you have for DC? Because that's the perfect segue for my image.
Yeah. Well, there's also a Wonder Woman series that was in DC Giants or something. Justice. It's just like a mini series that's being reprinted. That looked kind of cool. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Which leads me on to the topic of mini-series, Little Bird, which is on Image. It is one of my... I really enjoy this.
That's me being a little bird.
That's you being a little bird?
I got little wings.
I genuinely enjoy the art by Ian Bertram, I believe that's his name. And so he did House of Penance, which I mentioned, and I really like that series, and which was kind of like basically the same story as the Winchester Mansion. I think there was a movie made about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a woman who husband died, so she kept herself busy by building the house, but mostly building the house because she couldn't stop working or else the ghosts would come out.
Ghosts!
Anyway, so Little Bird is one of the series that I actually have not read yet, but the reason why I was saving it is because it's apparently one of the hotter series of the year.
Hot.
And I took a peek at number 1, of course, and number 5 is coming out, or came out today, and so I saved that one to read throughout, like 1 through 5 straight back to back, because I felt like that was a series that deserved that. But miniseries are pretty awesome, like you were mentioning, because it's just a
Short and
succinct
sweet.
story. Yeah,
And
short and sweet.
if you are backlogged, it's fine because you know that there's an end in sight.
Absolutely.
Speaking of things that seem to have no end in sight but are ending now, are you done?
Yeah. Are you done? Yeah.
Marvel's Uncanny X-Men is ending with number 22.
Yes.
I'm not caught up yet, so please don't spoil it for me. I'm really liking the whole new team that's on that one right now. But yeah, and then
they previewed,
Hickman's next.
they previewed Jonathan Hickman's House of X, and what was the other one? Something X.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm probably not going to pick them up. I'm just
too much X-Men.
Yeah, I'm X-Men'd out for a little while.
Alright, so in terms of comics, I think that's all we have for today. Powers of X, thank you so much. So that's what we have for today in our polls. What do you guys have in your polls? I totally want to know, and maybe we would check it out. We haven't done a comic review in a while, but we are trying to do a billion other things.
Yes. Yes.
Jen and I have been contemplating doing some other content because we do have fun just live streaming and talking to you guys.
Right.
So we were like
drinking and talking to you guys most especially.
Most especially. It's been like the topic or like the thing of the summer this year, and we really enjoyed it. But anyhow, I wanted to bring up Area 51 because I feel like
what is going on with that?
That is
everyone's like storming Area 51. People are doing
not now. Practice
runs of helping the aliens escape. What's going on with that?
Well, in the gist of it, if you have been living under a rock, which some of us do, and that's totally okay, they basically a bunch of people signed a Facebook petition to storm Area 51, and like there have been memes going on all over the internet of like Area 51 people taking it as a joke, but saying, hey, really, if you try to storm us, we're going to like kill you. And the people or millennials being like, no, we got this, we're going storming through Area 51, we need to know the secrets, which
just because you storm the area doesn't mean you're gonna learn the secret.
I mean, and also when I heard about this petition, I was like, why would you make this public? If you're doing this, do it like very clandestine.
Make it a private event.
Yeah, make it a private event, because now, like, if there were secrets, especially since there was a date for this, like, storming, they're going to put everything away or store it somewhere else. Also, they could just go to Colorado. Denver is apparently the Illuminati the airport is where Illuminati stores their stuff. So that's probably where all the Area 51 stuff is moving to. Just letting you guys know. But yeah. And it's funny because I don't think that they joined us. Actually, let's see. Did our friends at Hello Creeps join us yet? Because they said they were going to go live with us, and these are the perfect people to talk about this with. So Hello Creeps is a podcast where they talk about aliens, ghosts, chupacabras, like anything weird. They're talking about it.
Maybe the date is a distraction. Oh, and there's actually a real private event.
There is we weren't
a real date.
We were invited to the private event, so
that's a lot of conspiracy theories. It is. Please don't get Lisa started.
Don't get me started on conspiracy.
We will have another segment about Lisa's conspiracy.
I do have alien. The reason why I brought Area 51 up is because for some reason I guess this is like a millennial thing. Like millennials are really into Area 51.
Well, yeah, X-Files, duh.
X-Files, duh. But I've had like alien situations happen. And did you? Well, so we live in a county called Hudson County, and apparently Hudson County is the #1 county in the United States for alien sightings, UFO sightings. Did you know that?
There's also a lot of people here, which means there's a lot of people who
no, I'm preaching
for a little bit
anyhow
off their rocker.
Nuh-uh. Because we know the truth, Jenna. The truth is out there.
Actually, I did have a UFO sighting.
I'm sure we could probably have a whole like conversation about alien sightings, because I had an experience as a 7-year-old, which like haunts me to this day because I for sure have seen an alien. Like I know it's not.
I don't think I've seen aliens. I know I've seen UFOs.
And after I saw Dark Skies, that's when I knew. I was like, I have been affected by aliens because the stuff that happens, the shit that happens in Dark Skies is almost very close to what I have experienced as a growing young Lisa Z.
Okay.
So, yes, a whole new topic has to
Yeah, I mean, my mom swears that she's seen an alien, and she also swears that she was visited by the Virgin Mary.
A lot of people say that, the whole Virgin Mary thing too. But maybe that's just an alien covering up because they know what you believe.
Well, that's the whole thing about Jesus is probably an alien, so...
Well, yeah, it's
Not too. I'm sorry if that upsets anyone.
But
I mean, it might be true, I don't know.
Well, everyone has the right to their own beliefs.
They do.
And if we want to believe in aliens, we're going to believe in aliens. So, speaking of strange creatures, Stranger Things Funko Pops came out today.
Yeah.
Did you finally finish Stranger Things?
No.
Okay, so we can't talk about Stranger Things.
Can't talk about it.
Which is rough because I really need somebody to talk about Stranger Things with. There's so much that I need to express. However, I will say that I totally want the 11 Funko where she's in her new getup. Like
Oh yeah, she's so cute.
She looks awesome, and I really do think full disclosure, I hate on Millie Bobby Brown a lot just because I'm like, she's so conceited, she's so stuck up, and she's only 14 or 15 now, I have no idea, but I'm like, ugh. But I have to give her credit, she actually really is a great actress, especially in that series.
Yeah, she does a really good job.
I'm curious how she's done in Godzilla. Have you guys seen Godzilla?
I wanted to see that, but I didn't get around to it.
And do we have any California homies on our live stream today? I'm asking because I'm super jealous. Had we been in LA for 4th of July, they've done so many things. So Tower Records is an old closed down Tower Records, was where they built the Starcourt Mall, like the set.
Oh!
Yeah, so that was on Sunset Boulevard, and on 4th of July, I believe, Netflix must have done some type of private event where they had people who had tickets were able to go to Starcourt Mall, the set at least that they built for the show.
I am jealous.
But not only that, at the Santa Monica Pier, they also threw a huge 4th of July bash, and that's I'm so jealous because how awesome would it have been to go to a Stranger Things inspired carnival? That's what it was. It was a carnival that they threw for Stranger Things, which is awesome. Yeah, I know. People would have been like, "Oh my gosh, it's Millie Bobby Brown's sister," to you, because everyone's always comparing you to Millie Bobby Brown.
I know. I've gotten a few comparisons.
It's either that Wonder Woman poster or Millie Bobby Brown's sister,
or that Batgirl cover,
So yeah, that was the Stranger Things stuff. And if you guys went there, send us pictures because I'm totally jealous. And one big piece of news for this week, Lion King is coming out, I think, this Friday.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. You totally read my mind.
I'm really good at reading minds. That's what the gray aliens gave me as a power. Just letting you know.
I don't have plans to see it just yet. Maybe I will. I don't know. I still haven't seen Aladdin. What did you girls think Batgirl comic book? Batgirl Rebirth, the one that just came out. I really loved it. I posted a story about it. I thought it was really well done. The colors are amazing. They're done by Hi-Fi. They're totally phenomenal. And it really wrapped up the storyline very neatly, which I think was lacking in previous storylines. But also, leading up to the wrapping of this story arc, there was just so much going on that it kind of was felt a little, not in sync with one another, but it was really good. I'm excited for the next story arc, and it was awesome. I think you guys should hop on it. I think the next one's out next month sometime, so
yeah, and
do it.
So support artists always, basically. So Lion King, One of those, but for me, my favorite childhood movie, it was Aladdin, and that's why I went to see Aladdin, and I loved it so much. Lion King was my second favorite. I had a dog, and of course, naturally, when you have a dog as a kid, you name him Simba. That's what happened.
My cousin had a dog. It was a girl. Named it Nala.
Exactly. That's what you do. So, was it like the whole hype about Lion King behind Beyonce though?
Yeah, I think people were really excited about Beyonce, Childish Gambino. There was a few other big names.
Seth Rogen. And apparently, I saw something about them doing like improving, but I don't know if that was a joke.
It was probably a joke.
Because how are you going to improv all of Lion King? I don't know.
I'm curious to see how it's different. I saw it in theaters when I was little too, because my sister was sick and my mom wanted me and my brother out of the house, so she made my dad take us to see Lion King.
I mean, that sucks, but also a great reason to go to movies.
Yeah. And I just remember the part. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it yet,
if you haven't seen Lion King,
Simba's dad falls off the cliff, and just be like.
That really affected me as a kid too.
It did. I was talking about this to several people, and they felt like that scene like really like changed them as a child.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like, I would love to see children's faces now when they watch.
When they watch the live action, which isn't live. It's more CGI than anything, right?
I mean, they're calling it live action because that's like where all the hype is right now. Because if you think about it, like. Maybe like 4 years ago, Jungle Book came out, and it was phenomenal. By the way, you should go see Jungle Book.
I love
the new Jungle Book. It was amazing.
Hold on, because I'm gonna just scroll through your questions.
Y'all
really
are going
quick.
crazy
Y'all are
for Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King, and that you look like Billy Bobby Brown. Oh gosh, you guys are going crazy. Let's see. Sometimes I feel like I'm an alien. Yeah, I know I'm an alien. I was convinced my entire life my dad was an alien, and I was one of those alien hybrid children. Because, okay, full disclosure, because my dad always had a bump on his head, and like for his entire existence, he's had a bump on his head. Like he's bald, and he has a bump on his head.
Yeah, I thought my dad was an alien because he was like a strawberry blonde, and I've never seen that on anyone before. So.
But that's everyone's. There's a lot of strawberry blondes.
I named 3.
I went to college with some strawberry blondes. Anyway, hold on. Let me go through these really quick. Aladdin was wonderful. Yes, it was. First time I saw Lion King, it was in Spanish. So, yeah, so I watched a lot of movies as a kid in Spanish because, if y'all don't know, my mom is Honduran, so I'm from Honduras, and sí, hablo español. Yeah! that question comes up a lot. Will you both be going to Comic-Con San Diego?
No, unfortunately
we missed our chance to buy tickets for the 3rd year in a row.
I was hoping to go because we submitted... Narrowbridge submitted a film. A few films there. We didn't get in.
Oh, okay. I can't watch Mufasa die again. Yes, I know. Whoa, so the animals are not talking. No, the animals are talking. They're CGI'd animals. Okay, I caught us up. Cool.
Remix the remix, and it's back to normal.
Remix the remix. See, I was asking my husband that the other day. I was like, what? Like, I don't know how to feel about all of these remakes of all these movies that I grew up with. I understand that like our generation wants to share it with their kids, but why not just share the one you watched with your kids?
I watched Snow White from 1932. I watched The Wizard of Oz from 1939. Like,
yeah, that's why can't kids watch it?
Fine.
Maybe because you can get it on an iPad. I mean, I know kids are just stuck to their iPads now.
Available for streaming these days. You can find anything almost.
So, I'm going to mix 2 things together.
Bah.
Alien, space, and childhood. Space Jam 2 is releasing next year, July.
With LeBron James.
With LeBron James.
Yes.
So, I actually disagree with that, Jose, because the video, VHS, it's what it's about. That's the look. You want that antique,
that antique, rustic,
that
vintage
rustic,
look.
vintage feel, and all of these children will grow up with that aesthetic, like that.
Yeah, they'll be the next cool kids in town.
They'll be the cool hipster kids. So Space Jam 2, Mr. Robot is actually, it's coming back in the fall, but I'm not sure. Antique. Yes, Antique. I don't know why I said Antique. It was the first word that came to mind. Mr. Robot had a preview. I'm not sure if you saw it.
No.
Okay, well,
that
it's
was a burp and me talking at the same time, so that's why it sounded like that. I'm so sorry.
Gross.
No, we love Mr. Robot, and it's their last season.
Last season of Mr. Robot.
Sad.
I'm stoked on Mr. Robot.
Very sad.
And okay, because all this movie news has been like jumping out on me at me, because like you know how like your iPad or your phone kind of just gives you news about things that you're interested in, and obviously I'm very interested in movies. Both of us are very interested in the film world, and
yes.
Cats live action has an insane cast.
We don't need this.
But it has such a good cast. It's just crazy.
Who's on this
Taylor
cast?
Swift, Jordan.
Did you see
Sparks? Hold on. Hold on.
Did you see Taylor Swift in The Giver?
No. Was it horrible? It was. That's the first time I have
really
ever. That's the first time I've ever seen, like, heard you say something negative about something.
Yeah, it was a really bad adaptation of the book.
Aww.
And her
The Giver. That sounds familiar.
performance was left a lot to be desired.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's really hard to do these things, especially like when you have a name to live up to. You're already really, really famous.
Yeah.
So I gotta give her credit for that. But.
And yes, Cats, the Broadway musical, coming at you live in a movie.
Did you guys watch Kimmy Schmidt, The Adventures of Kimmy Schmidt? Is that what it's called? Is that the full name of it? The Adventures of Kimmy Schmidt?
No. No.
Kimmy Schmidt.
What was the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Unbreakable.
And in the last season that they had, they were talking about the Broadway musical Cats, and they ripped it apart, and it was really funny.
In the last episode?
One of the episodes, the last season.
I posted a story about some questions, and we got some questions. Okay, so these are interesting questions. Do you like Back to the Future?
Yeah, the first one. Next.
Who would win in a fight, Batman or Captain America?
Captain America.
Okay, so analytically, Stan Lee would say, he would answer, it depends on who's writing the story, which is always true when you're reading any series.
Right, because Batman has a lot of stuff. He has a lot of gadgets.
So that's where my point was. I was going to make that point.
Depending on who's writing
America, if I were writing it, Captain America, sure, he's strong, he's insane. But I think when it comes to fights, to me, I think intelligence is what prevails, right? And like you're saying, Batman has all this stuff because he's smart and he made it so smart. So I would go with I would go with Batman as the winner between Captain America
Interesting.
and Batman.
Next.
Are you excited for the Paper Girls adaptation on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we posted about that the other day.
So Brian K. Vaughan has a lot of series now on all these different channels. So he's got Runaways on Hulu. He's got Why the Last Man, which will be on FX, which took a lot to get going.
Our friend Christian Kyber is in it.
He's in it.
So check that out. I think it's coming out sometime January.
We live streamed with him and talked about
so you can catch that live stream on our IGTV.
And I would say the one thing about Paper Girls is that the cast is going to be so ridiculously important for it. Just because
casting is going to be number one.
Yeah. But I think Amazon's going to do a good job with it because of course everyone wants that whole
Amazon
80s.
does a great job. Does a great job with adaptations.
Yeah.
Netflix not so much. But Hello Complex Madman.
So let's see. Do you like the Entertainment Weekly CW superhero covers? I don't think I've seen
I
that.
have not seen them.
I've expressed my distaste for CW for plenty of times.
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Why are people still talking about this? Yes, it does. Period.
Thank
End
you.
of sentence.
I thought that
Stop.
you were going to say no. For some reason, I was like,
love pizza, chicken, sometimes bacon, but jalapenos on pizza.
pineapple.
Well, yeah, pineapple.
Because I really thought you and I were going to disagree on this. I thought you were going to say, no, pineapple does not belong on pizza.
No, I love ordering. Oh wait, Domino's makes a pie with pineapple on it.
Yes, they do.
And instead of ham, I get chicken.
Yes, I've done that too because I don't eat ham.
They have like a Hawaiian pie and I put chicken on it.
It's so good. I am a firm believer that pineapple deserves its place on pizza.
No, Tyler, it belongs. We're getting
pineapple
pizza.
deserves its place on pizza. It deserves its place on the grill. I really like grilled pineapple. And fun fact, when I was in Hawaii, pineapples were far more expensive at the Dole plantation. So I bought pineapples at Costco because they were Dole pineapples that were way cheaper. So that's that question. We got a couple more before we sign off. Let's see. Let's do this as the last one. Who's a superhero character that either of you want to see on TV or in theaters? Superhero character superhero specifically? I'll stick to superhero. Let's see.
Yeah, I would like to see Batgirl.
Okay.
That was pretty easy for me. I know you want to see Batwoman. You're excited for that.
I am, but I guess maybe I'm taking the question as maybe someone who hasn't been adapted for TV yet, and I'm trying to think of one.
I mean, Batgirl kinda, not really.
Concrete. That's who. If y'all know who Concrete is, that's who I want to see.
Martian Manhunter. Actually, that would be a great film.
Yeah. Okay, Jenna, I'm really hot. I think that's it.
I'm
done.
You smell a little bit.
I told you I had a lot of garlic.
It doesn't smell like garlic.
Aw, okay.
But it's okay, you're my friend.
But that's it. That's a wrap so that Jenna doesn't have to smell me anymore.
Yes.
Smell you later, guys. Peace out.
Figuratively. Let's start a fire.
Bye.
Let's burn it all down.
Adios.
Bye. Wait, how did Tom Ralphio do it?
I don't know.
Money, please.